Hello, everyone. My name is Ryan Archangel, and I am doing my presentation on literacy as a human right. Mukhtar Mai's thumbprint. In the thumbprint of Mukhtar Mai, the thumbprint is more than just a simple mark. It is a symbol of systematic exclusion. Mukhtar Mai, unable to read or write, was forced to sign legal documents with her thumbprint. This moment reveals how illiteracy is used as a tool of control, restricting access to justice, autonomy, and economic mobility. Literacy isn't just about reading. It determines who is heard and who is ignored. Those who lack it face legal manipulation, political invisibility, and social isolation. If reading and writing are prerequisites to power, then who is left out? Your thumbprint at first is a mark of powerlessness, a forced submission to a system that does not recognize her voice. But as the monologue progresses, something powerful happens. The meaning of the thumbprint shifts. What was once a symbol of subjugation becomes a symbol of defiance. Mukhtar Mai refuses to remain silent. She speaks out, shares her story, and demands justice, not just for herself, but for the countless others who face the same barriers as she does. This transformation forces us to rethink the very definition of literacy. Mukhtar Mai may not have the traditional ability to read and write, but through oral storytelling, testimony, and activism, she reclaims her agency. This deeply challenges ingrained assumption in society today that literacy is the only path to power. But here we see that resistance can take on many forms. Mukhtar Mai's words, even without formal education, are as powerful as any written document. Her story reveals an important truth. Those who are excluded from traditional systems do not always remain powerless. They create new ways to be heard. So why does this matter? What is the impact of Mukhtar Mai herself? This is a monologue. This monologue is more than just a personal narrative. It is a political statement about literacy as a human right. It forces us to confront the barriers that restrict access to power and justice. Educational systems, legal institutions, and societal structures reinforce who gets to participate and who is left out. If literacy is a standard for legitimacy, what happens to those who are denied education? Mukhtar Mai's story also challenges our understanding of communication. While traditional literacy is important, it's not the only form of expression that matters. Oral history, multilingualism, and alternative forms of storytelling has shaped cultures for centuries. Finally, the monologue demands that we ask ourselves, who is silenced in our society today? What barriers do we still maintain when it comes to language and literacy? And if literacy is the key to power, how do we ensure that it's accessible to all? Mukhtar Mai's story reminds us that literacy is not just about education, it is about dignity, autonomy, and the fundamental right to be heard. Thank you, guys.